When we last left the Spider-Man universe, we were introduced to Peter Parker, a science student who is actually very tall, but he hunches. It is this incredible height that allows him to chase after the school bus, which he continually misses after following an unsuspecting girl for several blocks. This is no ordinary girl, however. This is Mary Jane Watson, Peter's next-door neighbor and the girl of his dreams. She has the hair of a fiery carrot stick and the personality of a slightly duller carrot stick. They both attend the school field trip, and Peter is bitten by a radioactive bug called Spiderman. It is also in this trip that we are introduced to our third character, Norman Osborn, and his son, James Franco. Franco is Peter's best friend and introduces Peter to his father, who is something of a scientist himself. Turns out, Normal has secretly been working on a formula to recreate Michael's secret stuff from Space Jam since he first saw it in 1996. However, he needs a successful human trial, so he tests the formula on himself. This causes him to black out and forget everything. Meanwhile, Peter passes out after climbing up some stairs and wakes up with a surprising new skill set. He now has the ability to climb up walls, shoot webs, and anticipate his opponent's attacks, an ability he will forget about later in the movie. He decides to use these new abilities to make Mongo money. He creates a costume and for the first time dons his true identity as Toby, Maguiderman. He defeats Bonesaw in wrestling, and Sony Pictures pays him $100. But hold the phone, you mother-banging rat, the ad said 3,000. Sony, are you trying to rip him off? I'll just go to Warner Brothers, he says. So of course he lets Guy Fieri steal all of Sony's money, probably to fund his new season of drive-ins. As Peter leaves, however, he finds that his Uncle Ben has been shot and killed. He pursues the killer only to find out that it was Guy Fieri, most likely to help promote his new Diners season. Distraught, Peter almost kills him, but Guy trips over a pipe and frickin' dies, proving once again that plumbers are the most dangerous people on the planet. This is why Bowser is scared. This prompts Peter to only use his Maguiderman powers for good. He attends a festival that is attacked by a mysterious new villain, the Green Goblin. Peter then defeats the Goblin and saves the life of a little boy. Remember him for later. Back to Norman. Things are going suspiciously well for Oswald. His rival company was attacked by the Goblin, and the board of directors who wanted to kick him out and sell the company, well, they don't matter anyway because they're dead now, which is a violation of their contract. This is when we learn there may be more to Rockwell than we first thought. Meanwhile, Goblin wants to learn Maguiderman's true identity, so he attacks J. Jonah Jameson, the chief editor of the local paper, who has been buying pictures of Spider-Man, which is a movie that released in 2002. Are you with me so far? Goblin learns Peter's identity and uses the information to attack Aunt May. She is injured but survives, but then dies anyway, so that Peter can make out with MJ, who I should mention is dating Franco at this point. Goblin leaves Peter a secret invitation by blowing up a bridge. Peter then meets him for one final showdown. The Goblin is easily winning until Peter remembers that he has powers and turns the tides. But before he can deliver the final blow, Goblin takes off his mask to finally reveal the biggest secret in the movie, that Enrique's drawer was not actually short the $6 like he said it was, and that the boy Peter saved at the festival was none other than Tom Holland, making his first Spider-Man appearance. Oh yeah, in Norman Cobblepus, the Green Goblin or whatever. Gromit tries to kill Peter, but he dodges and Norm dies instead. Peter takes his body back to the Oscorp mansion and lays it on the sofa. But who should be there but James Franco, who sees the act. This leads him to think that Spider-Man is even more evil than Bonesaw and vows to destroy him. Peter then attends Norman's funeral, friend-zones MJ, and then leaves because he's late for Spider-Man 2. What will happen? We will find out.